My room does not have a flag. It used to be there, but I took it down during COVID because it made me uncomfortable. I might tell this kid, we do have a flag in the class that you can pledge your allegiance to. And he like looks around, he goes, oh, that one?
When babies are born, the doctor looks at them and they make a guess about whether the baby is a boy or a girl. 18, I told my family and my friends that I'm really a boy, and it was like this huge weight had been lifted off of my shoulders, and I had the freedom to be who I truly am.
Coming out as trans.
I'm kind of not a guy and not a girl, like somewhere in between.
Oh, so you're kind of boy and you're kind of girl?
Kinda, yeah.
Me too, that's me.
Okay, right on. You have choices in this world to be all sorts of different things. I'm actually trans.
It's a teaching job. As a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. And then what do I do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl? I'm not. I don't know.
Explain that it's young kids too.
It's young kids. My class is gonna be 4-year-olds.
Pledge allegiance to the queers.
Them or they?
You would say they if you were talking about me and you were like, they are really awesome.
My student pulled me aside to ask me if I was trans. I said yes, and almost immediately they said, so when I grow up, I can actually be a boy? And honestly, I'm just proud they could say it out loud, because that really takes a lot.
I don't care what y'all think. Trump sucks. Most of y'all parents are dumber than you. I'm gonna say that out loud.
I got these flags from Target, as well as the inclusive pride flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You know my pronouns are they, them. You know that you go by, or I go by Teacher Roby. First and foremost, what are my pronouns? They, them. So they all know my pronouns. It's they, them. It's quite simple. And then the next question was, do y'all respect those pronouns?
Yes. Hello everyone, I'm Mixberry and I'll be your substitute teacher.
Your name is Mix?
Actually, Mix is a gender-neutral title, an alternative to Miss or Mister. I identify as non-binary, so if this was cis female and this male, I'd be here.
But aren't you born boy or girl?
Well, biological birth sex and gender are different. Gender isn't your anatomy, but how you internally feel. It can exist on a spectrum.
Ash is gender fluid.
What's fluid? Something that isn't fixed, but can change and flow.
My gender identity changes by the day, or week, or even hour.
Do you want to point to where on the spectrum you feel?
Yeah!
Sometimes here, sometimes here, sometimes here. That is perfectly valid. Everyone is unique and different. Thanks, Mixberry.
How am I going to explain trans people to my kids? Well, I am a TA in kindergarten class, and I explained it to them today. And so they asked me, one of the kids said, Barney, are you a boy or a girl? And I said, that's a great question. I'm kind of in between.
Mom, are you a girl or a boy? There hasn't been one single day of camp where a kid hasn't asked me my gender. And every day they ask me, I always say, glad you asked.
Damn near 30 acting like a fool.
Because I know they're young, they're curious, and they just want to know.
I pride myself on being a teacher who's very open about her life, and one of the things I'm very open about is my sexuality. What? I have a trans flag, a bi flag, a non-binary flag, all on my desk at my work. But there's one thing I'm not open about, and it's being poly. And today that actually became something I had to worry about for the first time. See, the kids are interviewing us teachers as a part of learning how to write profiles on others. They'll soon be doing it with each other, but they're starting with the teachers so they can all work together on one subject. And one of the kids on Tuesday is going to ask me if I have a partner. And the answer is, yeah. And I have another one too. And I don't know how to handle that conversation. Because while I know that the kids are more accepting of things like homosexuality, bisexuality, all of that, polyamory is not in the conversation. It's not something that is talked about. And I worry not only would this be something that might lead to rumors that I am cheating on my partner or that I'm a swinger or something like that, but would also just totally derail the class. So the obvious answer, the one that I went to first, is I'm not going to talk about it. But that feels wrong too. I don't like lying to my students. I don't like telling them falsehoods. And also, I don't feel comfortable answering the question by saying, yes, I have a partner, and having to pick which one I pick as the face for my relationship. That feels super, super gross, right? So I guess what tentatively I've decided after talking with my co-teachers and my assistant principal is maybe the right way to do it is answer the question honestly. Say, while I don't feel comfortable talking about who I'm in a relationship with in this specific setting, I will say that I am bisexual. I've dated people of many different genders.
You walk into your new classroom to meet your teacher and you see me. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. Just like you worried, they'll change their group of friends. You won't approve of where they go at night to protest. Oh, and you'll be disgusted so gross when they start finding things online that you've kept far from their sight. I will convert your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children.
It's a gay baby. Gay baby. Gay, gay, gay. Please be gay. Oh. Okay. Be what you want to be, but be gay. Okay? Thank you. Right? No pressure. No pressure, but pressure.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! I just want to say that I'm proud of you for making it through your first day of school. Guess who had their first day back 7 at school today? I did. So right off the bat, for first period, I had a bunch of my gay kids that I had last year in the class. And the way their faces lit up when they saw me this morning, y'all, it made me feel so good and reminded me why I love to do what I do.
And I'm non-binary. You can call me mixed, so I go by all pronouns. Thank you.
I'm a binary elementary school teacher, so here's how I talk to my students about pronouns. Hi, my name is Mix K. See, I'm not a Mr. or a Miss, so I go by Mix because that's what makes me happy.
Rather lose my job than out one of my students to their families.
Never tell parents, period. Even if someone told me I couldn't do that and I couldn't call them whatever they want or the pronouns they want without parent permission, I would still do it.
In one of my classes that's homophobic, transphobic, sexist, purposefully misgenders me. I went to the counselors today. Well, some religions, you know, they don't have to do that because some religions don't agree with that, so they don't have to respect that. That she doesn't agree with who I am or my existence, so that's fun. And I hope she has the day she deserves.
I'm Socks. I am the 8th grade representative of the GSA. I use she, they pronouns.
Hi, my name is Clover. My pronouns change often, but if you don't know, just say they, them.
Now,
Now, class time even is about exploring your identity. You may not know the flags of actual countries, but at least you know what demisexual, demi-boy, demi-tree is.
The way I feel most myself is to go by the name Fred. That's because I'm non-binary, and Fred is the name that fits me best. And I also use they and them. because calling me a she or a he doesn't feel right to me.
Oh, I'm sorry I used the wrong name and pronouns. Thank you for showing me.
There are political signs all over RHS about specific races that matter, specific sexual orientations that matter, and specific perspectives that matter. So when I questioned why the equity statement couldn't represent all students, they told me that to even ask that question was outlandish and offensive. When I asked why that was, they told me, quote, whites have a pretty good situation right now, unquote. So is that not racism? Disregarding my question merely because of the color of my skin. I've been told by a lot of kids that they just stay silent and adjust their schoolwork to reflect an acceptable opinion to secure a good grade. I've been approached by multiple teachers who have told me in private that they just want to say that they agree with me and they support me standing up, but they can't say it in front of the class for fear of being disciplined by the administration in some way or losing their jobs. There is clearly only one way to think in this district, and that is that they are teaching their kids to shut up if they don't agree.
And in your own life, where would you say that you feel the hate the most?
I feel like I kind of internalize a lot of the hate, so it feels like it mostly comes from myself at this point.